between success and excellence. Clarifies the difference between success and excellence. And letter A, let me explain the difference. I'm not saying success is wrong. I'm not saying success is wrong at all. I'm just challenging you to aim for something far greater than success in your business. I'm going to challenge you to aim for excellence. And there's a different pathway. There's a pathway toward success, which is fine, but there's a greater pathway toward excellence, which I think will lead your business to a far greater level. Here's the definition of success, from my standpoint at least, letter A. Success is comparing yourself to others and comparing your business to your competitors. And that's what we get sucked into doing. At Chick-fil-A, if we weren't careful, we started comparing ourselves to McDonald's. You can compare yourself to the big boxes. You can compare yourself to your competitors, and that makes total sense. But it also limits your potential because you define your success by how your competitors are doing, and that instantly puts a lid on what you can do with your potential. For example, one of the companies, I think, as I mentioned earlier, I think outside perspective can help. One of the companies I think you should be studying right now is a company called Zappos.com in Henderson, Nevada. They sell shoes on the internet, among other things. This company in 10 years have gone from $0 to $1 billion in 10 years. Selling shoes on the internet. And when you sell stuff on the internet, here's what you do. When you have a call center, here's what people typically train companies when they're selling anything on the internet, or if there's a call center. Their aim is, we want to get people on the phone and off the phone as fast as we can. So what? So we can go to the next caller, next customer. Zappos.com comes in and says, that's how the competition does it. We're not going to do it that way. We're not going to compare ourselves to them. What we want to do is we want to stay on the phone with customers as long as it takes. So when the customer hangs up the phone, they say, that was the greatest customer service experience I have ever had. And you know what Zappos.com does? They said that if we can create raving fans for our business, we'll let them market it for us so that we can just focus on serving them. You know what here's one of the other things they do. When they train their employees, they bring their employees in and they train them for 6 weeks. And then at the end of 6 weeks, they all get in a room like this, and they say, congratulations, you've completed the Zappos.com training, and now here's our deal for you. We have a check for your name for $2,000. If you will come up and get this check and leave the organization, you can take the $2,000, and we will never see you again. In essence, what they do is they say, if you will leave this organization after having been trained for 6 weeks, we'll pay you $2,000. It makes absolutely no sense. They're the only organization I know of that basically pays people to leave their organization after training them for 6 weeks. And some people walk up, they take the check and leave. But most people go, you know what? I think I'm in for the mission of this organization versus that $2,000 check. And when they say that, they have created a raving fan on staff whose mission now is to create raving fans for Zappos.com. It's a different mindset. And this is where breakthroughs happen. This is where breakthroughs happen. When we don't compare and take our cues from our competitors, sure, there's the competitive landscape. Sure, we've got to understand what our competitors are doing. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is if we compare ourselves constantly to the competition, that's success, and success limits your potential. But letter B is where you can find your potential. Letter B is this. Excellence is comparing yourself to your own potential.